Even as the legal tussles gather pace in Varanasi for temple traces in Gyanvapi Mosque and in Mathura over Ram Janmbhoomi, it's right over Eidgah Mosque land in Karnataka where a fresh Mandir controversy has been unearthed days after a Hindu temple-like structure was found during renovation at the Jummah Masjid in Mangaluru. The BHP and Bajrang Dal have vowed to mount a legal fight to reclaim the land where the mosque stood. Today they performed puja around the disputed site, claiming that the ritual had established that a temple associated with Shaivites indeed stood there.
ಪೂಜೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾನ್ನಿಧ್ಯ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಉಂಟು. ಹಿಂದೂಗಳ ಆರಾಧನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಶೈವಾಂಶ ಆರಾಧನಾ ಸಂಪ್ರದಾಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಆರಾಧನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ ಜಾಗ ಅನ್ನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು. ಅದೊಂದು ಗುರುಮಠಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವುದೊಂದು ಸಂಬಂಧ ಉಂಟು. ಆ ಪೂರ್ವಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದ ಗುರು ಯಾರು, ಆ ಸಾನ್ನಿಧ್ಯ ಯಾವುದು ಅನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಹುಡುಕಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಷ್ಟಮಂಗಲ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಚಿಂತನೆ ಬೇಕು. ಅಷ್ಟಮಂಗಲ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಚಿಂತನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಶಿವ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಶೈವ ಸಂಪ್ರದಾಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಆರಾಧನೆ ಮಾಡುವ ಗುರು ಪದ್ಧತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ ಸಂಗೇತವನ್ನು ಹೇಳಬಹುದು.
At present, the renovation work at the mosque has been withheld and prohibitory orders under Section 144 have also been imposed in the area. But the Congress is asking, why is it that coastal Karnataka is constantly kept on the boil? Let me go straight across, in fact, to Captain Ganesh Karnik, Chief Spokesperson of the BJP in Karnataka, Anurag Naidu, author, Syed Aslam Pasha, Spokesperson of JDS, and Tehseen Poonawalla, political analyst. Captain Ganesh Karnik, where is it going to end? Why is it that coastal Karnataka has been turned into a laboratory of Hindutva?
Well, good evening to you and good evening to all my co-panelists. You asked me a question, where is it going to end? Actually, I can only say it has just started. It has not gone to end. See, in that small village in the outskirts of Mangaluru city, the Masjid committee were taken up the renovation work. And when the building was being demolished for renovation, the remnants of temple came out. So obviously that's a village where there are both Hindus and Muslims staying together. And the remnants showed significant, signs of an old Hindu temple being there. And this so-called Tambul Prashna is a local custom where you try to get into the details of why, when and how it happened and all those things. So it is revealed in this prashna, which is being followed by most of the localites during temples, that yes, there was a kind of a place of worship followed by the Shaivites, and there was a Guru Pita, something like a mutt or a religious center. So further details can be obtained only after holding another a ritual which is called as Astamangala. So this is what has happened. Meanwhile, the local people, including the Muslim community, have understood and they have almost said that yes, possibly yes, there was a temple.
But they are not. They are saying it's Waqf property.
If property can be Waqf, we did not say that. For the time being, it's Waqf property, yes. But they themselves are agreeing that possibly there was a temple, and in a very democratic way, the local people who conducted this so-called the question or Tambul Prashna, they have complained to the local authorities to establish the facts of the case.
Okay,
so
Tehseen Poonawalla. Let's start with Tehseen Poonawalla. Here you have Captain Ganesh Karnik saying even the locals are not objecting. They're saying, all right, if indeed a temple is proven, so be it.
Good evening, Padmaja. Thank you for having me on the show. Good evening to all my fellow panelists and to all your viewers. Just two quick points. The entire speech of Captain Karnik, and I heard him very carefully, is just filled with vague words. Locals are not objecting. This is a democratic process. I mean, there is no substance in what he's saying except the art of saying nothing by infusing big words. Now, let's assume, Padmaja, that I come to your house, I believe, due to some ritual, there is something that is lying there. So now I will dig up, I will do another ritual and find out if something is lying there. I mean, where are we taking our country to? Where are we taking the great state of Karnataka to? Into what ages? Even if there existed a temple, a Jain temple, a Buddhist temple, or a mosque at some structure, something, the cutoff date in the POW Act 1991 is 15th August 1947. This is now the basic structure of our constitution as said by the Supreme Court in the Ram Janmbhoomi-Babri Masjid issue. Some people have challenged that act. Now, how many temples, mosques are we going to dig up to find out what? What if tomorrow some Jain religious organization says that there was a Jain temple on which there's a Hindu temples come up? Okay. Where are we going to end this? Do we want to take our country forward, or do we want to get into rituals
basis of the
But today they carried out a proper ritual which they said shows them traces of a Shaivite temple.
And if I come to your house and I do a ritual and I say, look, out here I used to have something else, and I mean, is this any of this scientific? All of this is being done.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not from Karnataka, so I don't know about this ritual, to be very honest. Maybe Anurag Naidu can tell us.
Quick objection, Padmaja, and it's a very serious objection. Mr. Tehseen Poonawalla has no right to mock or demean the religious belief of set of people. Then they don't need to take permission from people like Tehseen Poonawalla to perform rituals.
Yes,
These are the rituals that this set of people, locals, they believe in. India is a very diverse country. We all respect that. And we should be really balanced in putting out our narratives, because if they are well within their rights, India is a country governed by law, it is their right, and they have not intruded into the premises of the mosque there. And all they are saying is, we don't want the mosque, we don't want the land, but we want the truth to be out. So they want to build up a petition and go to the court. What is so illegitimate about it? Just tell me. And I've had enough of people who are building narratives on national media. They should be ashamed of the fact. Because even in Gyanvapi case in Kashi, nobody broke the law. Not a single person, whether it is Hindu, Muslim, Isai, nobody broke the law. Peacefully they went to the court. They want to do the same in Mangaluru. What's wrong? I mean, what is this nonsense? And again, you tell about 1991 Religious Act, the court has time and against it. Very categorically, Supreme Court has said that ascertainment of religious character of the, is not barred under 1991 Temple Worship Act. So what stops you from people going to the...
what stops people? Tehseen Poonawalla.
Just 2 lines, yeah.
And it's a local custom. You may not agree with it, you may not understand it, but it is a local custom.
It may be a local custom, it may be a ritual, but that local custom or that ritual is not legal grounds to go to court, as Mr. Naidu himself is saying that they want to build up a case to go to court. He just quoted this himself on your show. So how can you go to court on the basis of a ritual?
I stand by that. Going to the court is every individual's right, Mr. Poonawalla.
Come on.
Going to the court is every individual's right.
It is, but when you go to court, you have to go on scientific evidence, not on the basis of custom, rituals, or belief. I may believe something about you.
I think you're not prepared. You're not prepared.
It has to be a scientific answer. Now you may not.
I think you're not prepared. The local MLA Bharat Shetty made a categorical statement that they are going to the court only on the basis of a scientific evidence.
When you have nothing to say, you'll just make noise. Now hear me out. That is not scientific evidence. Point number 2.
Now, you don't even know who's the local MLA.
Now, point number 2. That's arrogance. When you have nothing to say, you'll attack the other person and say you don't know.
I'm giving you the point.
I'm debating you.
Go and validate.
A ritual is a scientific evidence to go to court. That's not true. Second part. The 1991 Act does not prevent asserting whether a place is, what is the religious character of a place or what is the archaeological character of the place. However, it does prevent you to change the worship of that place as it existed on 15th August 1947. You are going to court with intentions of changing what exists on that place into what used to exist. That is your petition, and that, in my opinion,
the statement of the chief priest and the local MLA clearly says the request to the court is to order an investigation headed by a competent authority and the Archaeological Survey of India. You cannot drop that aside because you're not prepared. You cannot put in information which you don't know about.
No, sir. Just a second. Let me also add to this that this is not just about doing the ritual. They say that they also have land records which they are going to submit in court, and hence
that's a statement from the local MLA.
Hence, Syed Aslam Pasha, they are saying that today we have gone, and for our own peace of mind, we have done a ritual to say, all right, there may be a presence. We'll take land records and we'll go to court and say, can we do a survey?
Padmaja, they're not claiming the land. They're not claiming any real estate. They're not claiming any structure. They're not going against what's happening there.
Karnataka, they're using Karnataka as an experimental ground to promote their right-wing ideology. Right? It clearly means, and it shows that be it the government in the center or the government in the state, BJP government in the state, they have no respect for the judicial system or the legislature. And why am I saying that? There is an act, the Places of Worship Act has been categorically passed in the legislature Places of Worship Act 1991, and they have no respect for that. No one shall be allowed to change the character and the nature of the places
but
of
sir,
worship.
they are not changing the character right at the outset. So let me actually show you this picture. Pay close attention, Syed Aslam Pasha, to this picture on your television screen. This is where it started, where actually during the renovation process, these pillars emerged and these pillars became the focus of attention, and there was right above the entrance an inscription which seemed very distinctly non-Muslim in nature. Let's not call it Hindu in nature, non-Muslim in nature. So now, armed with these pictures, sir, listen to me please for a second. Nobody is changing the character. They are saying there seems to be a certain character. Can we go to court with it? Syed Aslam Pasha. Just a second, Captain Karnik. Syed Aslam Pasha, the argument is, we have this picture, we have a pillar, we have some inscriptions, and we have land records. Can we go to court?
But Padmaja, are you questioning the intelligence and the wisdom of the legislature and the judicial system? Why am I saying the legislature has passed an act, Places of Worship Act 1991, and the Honorable Supreme Court in the Babri Masjid and Ram Janmbhoomi case, they have upheld this very, very categorically.
But sir,
they have said that
the Places of Worship Act, why do we keep... Okay, let Captain Karnik respond to you. Are you, the VHP and Bajrang Dal, questioning the legislature and the courts? Captain Karnik, there's a very wide, not even a fine, a very wide distinction here. But anyway, Captain Karnik will explain. Captain Karnik.
I have few simple questions. Number one, when the building was demolished or being demolished for reconstruction, when we heard that there are remnants of a Hindu temple, first thing the Karyakartas did was to go to the district magistrate and give an application. Subsequently, to find out the truth, they have conducted this ritual. This is one part. Look at who is talking. This Tehseen Poonawalla is an erudite legal scholar, and he says about court of law. What happened in Hubli recently? What happened in Hubli? There was a board figure. Did they listen to the police? Did they listen to the law? Did they listen to the court? When it was CAA, did they listen to the court?
We are not running on the faith.
Now they are talking of 1991 Act.
Can be different. Article 25 has given me the right to propagate.
Will you ask him to shut up, please?
Okay, 5 seconds. Give him 5 seconds of silence, Syed Aslam Pasha. Give him 5 seconds of silence. Yes, finish your point, Captain Karnik.
This is absolute intolerance in their mind. They can't even listen to others. Why can't you ask him to shut up, please? This is not the decent way of debating. Where do you get these jokers for the debate? He can't even listen to others. Now, they apply different standards of discussion when issues are different. Do they respect rule of law in this country? What is wrong if people of this part, they go and submit a complaint to the district magistrate?
Okay.
Or when they conduct a ritual, what is wrong in that?
All right. What is...
36,000.
All right. You say that this is just a group of people trying to reclaim what they think is their place of worship or their religion. But remember, at the same time, it is a potent area. It is a very sensitive area. It is also a state that is bound for polls. One can only hope that this is not a situation which will allow to be exploited by people for political gains at the cost of peace. On that note, thank you very much, all gentlemen. We'll keep a very close eye on what happens in Mangaluru. Thanks for watching.
The News Hour at 10 will be right back after the break.
Powered by Ebix Cash. हर खुशी के लिए काफी है.
25 साल क्या बदला इस समय में? देखो तो बहुत कुछ और देखो तो कुछ नहीं. कुछ रंग आज भी उतने ही खिलते हैं, बस उन्हें पिरोने के तरीके बदल गए. Celebrating 25 years of being safer with Faber.
Keep aside others' points of view. Watch To The Point, unadulterated news.
On News Now overnight.
You're watching the News Hour at 10. The News Hour at 10.